Down here in downtown Providence. Mike Hallock's with us from Rhode Island Mushrooms.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you very much for having me.
Mike, you've got an interesting story.
Yeah.
Music executive to mushroom mogul. Is that the right term of art?
Yeah, I hear it a lot actually. Started in the music industry. I graduated from Berkeley back in 2004. Went on to work at Sony Music for a while. And got a little burnt out from that life, and wanted to try something different.
That's great. And what tripped upon mushrooms? This was not some psychedelic experience at Haight-Ashbury or something like this that spawned this. This was some, I'm just walking along the path trying to find where I'm going, and you stumble over mushrooms?
You could say that. So what happened was, again, left the music industry looking for something different, and essentially, I was managing classical and jazz musicians out of Rhode Island, but national acts.
Yeah.
And one day I just said, okay, enough's enough. I want to play music and I want to do something different. I went on Craigslist, found a job for $10 an hour moving plants from one place to the other at a farm called at Chase Farms in Middletown, Rhode Island.
Sure.
For a man called Harry Chase. He's still a mentor of mine. I'm
Yeah.
still very close with him. And then from there, I realized that I loved working in the ag industry, and I wanted to find a way to get from one place, from working on a farm like that to the next phase.
So when did you start Rhode Island Mushrooms?
My business partner Bob and I started the company back in 2013.
2013, and you've grown this pretty darn quick.
Yeah, we have about 100% CAGR, which means we're about doubling our business every year. So yeah, it's been pretty wild. When we started the company, we were growing about 40 pounds of mushrooms in a closet. We average about 40,000 pounds a week we sell right now.
Do you have to buy new closets all the time to be able to grow the...
lots of closets. We have to worry about lots of space. But I'll tell you, our walk-in, we needed a big upgrade recently. So, yeah.
Talk a little bit about, I know nothing about mushrooms other than I really like eating them.
Sure.
And there's a million exotics. Talk a little bit about what the varieties are, and give us a little peek into what the cost difference is and how you're able to monetize these.
Sure. So pretty much what we've got here is a multitude of different varietals. We've got maitake, which if you were to give Rhode Island a state mushroom, this would be it. You can find these all over the woods in Rhode Island.
Great.
These are golden oyster mushrooms. These are brown shimiji and white shimiji. Another name is beech. Shiitake, which everybody knows.
Yeah, sure.
In most Arisu stores. These are piapino, which is a mushroom we started growing when we first started, and we were selling barely any, and now it's actually a pretty significantly moving product. King oysters down here, blue oysters, and then these are kind of a fun mushroom called lion's mane.
That really look like coral.
Yeah, I call it the Dr. Seuss mushroom. It has like the Lorax look or something, but it's amazing. Has great health benefits, but it actually tastes kind of like seafood. So if you sear it off like a scallop, it actually has some of that consistency and flavor. But bottom line, we've got all different types of mushrooms here, and really the way in which a mushroom is monetized comes down to how long it takes to grow. These are all grown in exactly the same way.
Really?
Yeah, so they're all grown on sawdust, which has been sterilized in a plastic bag. It then takes a little while to get ready to be, grow the mycelia in the bag, and then you put it in a grow room. So the maitake is the most expensive mushroom you see here. That sells for about $20 a pound.
$20 a pound?
Mm-hmm. Whereas the shiitake sells closer to like $6.
Yeah.
And the difference is time.
Yeah.
Time and how much we sell. So those are the two pieces. But bottom line, it really comes down to how. Whereas the oysters here, these are less expensive. They're very quick. They take less than 2 months to grow. So
super interesting. And you're distributing these. You're growing them. You're packaging them. You're distributing them to how many different retailers?
I think we're currently in around a couple hundred retailers north of New Jersey, and we work with. You can find our product in every Whole Foods north of New Jersey. Also, we're launching Dave's Market this week.
This week.
This week.
This is big week. Yep. Dave's Marketplace launching Rhode Island mushrooms. Be there. Don't try any other mushrooms this week.
So in East Greenwich, you'll be able to buy all the mushrooms at East Greenwich will come from Rhode Island Mushroom at this point moving forward, and then hopefully in about...
Will you have enough supply to be able to support the Dave's Marketplace?
Yeah, so we have farms all over the East Coast actually that we work with, and we have farms in Pennsylvania. We have trucks there every single day. So what we don't grow here, we have farm partners growing for us down in Pennsylvania. So like I said, we only grow about 10% of what we sell right now, but we have plans to build a large facility in Rhode Island over the next couple of years.
Do we have a location?
So right now, we submitted I don't know if you're familiar, but we submitted a proposal to build an innovation campus on URI's Peckham Farm, about 2.5 million square feet.
Wow.
So we brought some really great partners from all over the world to be a part of our proposal.
That's great.
Yeah.
And if they pick the Superman building for the Innovation Center, do you have a solution for that?
No.
There's got to be a lot of closets in that building. It's 350,000 square feet.
Well, this is just one of 14 facilities we'll be building in the Northeast, so it's like we're pretty focused. We're really hoping Rhode Island comes on board because we're pretty focused on building many of these facilities.
So talk about it,
Yeah.
listen, I'm an entrepreneur, started a company from scratch.
Sure.
Talk about some of the challenges. And don't gloss them over. Oh, one day somebody got a paper cut.
Financing was the hardest piece.
Yeah.
Along the way, for us, no question. When we started, we were growing so quickly that it was very difficult to find partners that would, lend us money. I remember we started this company with $5,000 on my Home Depot credit card in the basement. That's how it started.
Well, God, you're only making $10 an hour moving stuff around after
right,
that.
Well, that's how we did it, right? So we moved from that, and we were growing so fast, and it was hard to keep the company capitalized. And then we had small pieces we put our own money in along the way, but bottom line, we needed a good, injection of capital, and Commerce came through, honestly.
So it was Commerce and Business Development Company,
yeah,
and
so Peter Dorsey.
yeah, Peter's a good man,
He is.
and that put together a few 100,000, 300, 350,000.
Yeah, 325,000.
Yeah.
325,000.
And what did that allow you to do? Did it allow you to go next tier or kind of explode?
So I would say it set us up to explode.
Yeah.
So we've been we're about to explode. I think that we've been ramping our sales for a long time now. We needed to build a facility where we could grow a much higher percentage of what we're selling. And also we wanted to diversify into other products. So we're going to be growing tomatoes, cucumbers, salad greens.
Oh, that's great.
All in hydroponics at large scale. So it really set us up to partner with the right people. So we were able to build some infrastructure, some new offices. We built a larger walk-in.
Nice, nice.
Upgraded our packaging equipment, things of that nature. But really, it set us up and it freed me the time I needed to be able to kind of explore those new opportunities.
How's Rhode Island been to do business?
So
Good, bad, and ugly.
Honestly, I'm dead honest here. I've heard a lot of negativity around doing business in Rhode Island for years, and I've found for us, at least in the agricultural world, that I think we couldn't have been successful doing what we're doing at the scale and speed we have anywhere else.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that because Ken Ayers, the head of the Department of Ag,
I know Ken Ayers very well.
awesome guy, right? You know what he did when
He's the loveliest guy going in state government. One of them.
So when we started our farm, you know what he did? I'd never met him before. He came down and met me. He shook my
I
hand.
totally
said,
believe you.
How do you do this? What are you doing? Now he's always in our corner, supporting us. I can pick up the phone and call the governor. I can pick up the phone and call the Commerce Secretary. That's not possible in any other state.
Yeah.
And that also entices other business, our partners that we're bringing in from all over the world, right? Those people like to see that connection and the ability to do business here. And I think that's changed over the last few years. I think it's been, I've found it a very easy place to do business.
Did you grow up in Rhode Island?
So I grew up in Barrington.
Yeah.
And then I left. I went to high school in Wisconsin. And then I went to school, college in Boston at Berkeley, and then went to New York. So
Great.
and I finally kind of made my way back. Yeah.
That's great. For folks who are, a lot of people are looking at food industries as an opportunity to create a business. Give a couple of pointers to those who might be watching.
So all I can do is talk about my experience. And when we started, I looked at what the market had to offer. I said, what is there that has a high value crop for growing that we could do here in the States, in Rhode Island? And I was really looking for pieces. Where were there holes in the market? And I think that's an important thing to look at. Either be innovative,
market opportunity,
right, or look at holes. Market opportunity. And then the other key is being disruptive. So a big piece of what we're doing now for our new facilities is big energy platforms. So cogen facilities, things of that nature. So you have to find innovative ways of fixing problems in the food industry, because a lot of those problems have already been solved. But you have to be innovative to monetize those, the growing of mushrooms or greens or any of those things, or anything you want to do in a more effective way, especially because we're competing with places like the Midwest and the South, where it's much cheaper to grow them generally. So
right, land's free.
Right, you have to find a better way of doing it to be competitive.
Well, listen, I want to thank you so much. This was great.
Thanks for having me.
It's a beautiful, you couldn't have a more beautiful display of just an incredible palette of agriculture, and it's really exciting. You know, from our standpoint, we have to report on a lot of bad news, and unfortunately, and it's great to see these success stories. I think it's my favorite part of talking to other entrepreneurs and seeing what the challenges are and how to bust through. You know, you bang, 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 and then you hit that next level and see where people go and how big they can grow it. So, and obviously everybody loves the mid-career switchover story. Those are the best of all time.
Well, I'm still playing music.
Yeah. Great. Maybe you can get your band if you hit high enough. We'll get you in the Alex and Ani lounge.
Yeah, you let me know. We'll be here.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah. So listen, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
All right,
Yeah.
we're going to be back at the 4 o'clock hour on Business Monday with Gary Sass and then Saul Kaplan talking everything up at the State House and then talking business innovation. Thanks everybody for tuning in.